Mankind can, at times, be really weird. Recently, youth have started doing some flat-out stupid things. They've dared each other to put salt on their bodies, apply ice, and scar themselves from the resulting burn. Others have covered themselves with rubbing alcohol and added fire to set themselves ablaze. Despite their concentrated chemical ingredients, they even chewed on Tide Pods and spit out their contents while taking a video or pictures. Why anyone would do this beats us, but there are far more mysterious things. We'll cover these in this episode of the Infographics Show, Weirdest Unsolved Internet Mysteries. We'll begin our discussion with some strange behavior that started and continued on Reddit in a thread known as A858DE45F56D9BC9, or A858 for short. It consists of one person posting encoded text again and again and again. Many originally thought it was just a bot until someone called it the Stonehenge of Reddit, and it posted an encoded picture of the monument. Then at another point a picture of a troll was also included, but other than that, and occasionally a few more strange things, the person behind A858 has simply posted nonsensical code non-stop for years. Some believe that it means nothing and was simply meant to lure in curious people. Then again, a New York Post piece claimed that the Mossad was looking through Reddit for codes of numbers that gave him details on terrorist activities. But if this were its purpose, one wonders what he would think of the added images of the troll or of Stonehenge to his message. Those trying to solve this mystery and crack the code face the constant challenge of everything being deleted and moved. This happens whenever it starts to gather too much attention in one place. 4chan is yet another internet mystery. It's a platform filled with discussions and threads similar to Reddit in many ways, with several key differences. Users are all anonymous and cannot contact each other like in most other social media sites through the use of things such as messages. All of its content is also automatically deleted at a certain point after it's created. In other words, users have virtually total and complete freedom from accountability. Two subforums on the site stand out as particularly awful next to the rest, one for the politically incorrect and another for those who engage in self-harm, pedophilia, or violent porn. 4chan was also behind stealing and releasing celebrity nude photographs and for promoting fans cutting themselves to show support for Justin Bieber as a prank. Users have attempted to manipulate search engines and polls, and working together made a swastika trend on Google. While we know the identity of its founder, Christopher Poole, what is a mystery is who its users are or why, without the ability to connect in a meaningful way with one another, and since the site is often quite sketchy, they choose to use it. And speaking of 4chan leads us to a haunting mystery of who or what is behind creepypasta Jeff the Killer. It all started when a user known as Sasur posted a 2.5-minute video. It shows Jeff as a character with bulging eyes, but otherwise no face, save a creepy larger-than-life grin. The video story claims he got extensive facial acid burns while attempting to clean out his bathtub. A few days later, Jeff's face was given for the user by the name of Killer Jeff on the Newgrounds website, who pretended to speak on behalf of the character. Now, countless others have taken Jeff the Killer's photo for use in memes, added to his story and videos, and made Jeff the Killer video games. Well, it turns out before all of this fame, Jeff may have been a girl named Katie. Katie Robinson posted her picture on 4chan, and after being bullied for her weight, allegedly ended up killing herself. Comparing pictures of Jeff and Katie show a similar mole and hair. It's unknown if Katie really killed herself or not, as the main source of this knowledge was a post supposedly made by her sister. It is also unknown if it's truly her face that was photoshopped into the creepy internet sensation known as Jeff. If true, it is quite a disturbing thing to do. Talking about disturbing, while in the first part of the Weirdest Unsolved Internet Mystery series we discussed the suspected presence of snuff videos, here we'll mention web-based red rooms. Red rooms, while similar in some ways, differ from snuff videos for two reasons. The first is that as someone is killed or tortured, you can watch it in real time via live streaming. The second is that the audience can at times decide what is done to the person by, of course, submitting Bitcoin payment. Suddenly, while uploading snuff videos of true violent crimes seemed bad enough, some crazies on the web just went all out and took it several steps further. Of course, whether a video is truly being streamed live and the audience can actually pay to join in remains a mystery, as well as where the exact places to access these videos even is. For obvious reasons, those who engage in red room activities must remain unfindable to both the general public as well as law enforcement employees. It's definitely possible that people can get away with these these things, as even spyware targeting officials around the world can remain undetected. Let's explore the mystery that is GhostNet, created because someone somewhere wanted to know what the Dalai Lama and thousands of others in key locations are up to. It was first discovered when the Tibetan leader asked for his computer to be analyzed for the presence of malware. An inspection discovered much more than he had bargained for. A massive electronic spying system was found that was stealing information not only from the Dalai Lama's computer, but from 1,294 others located in 103 different countries. These included computers in embassies, ministries, and other types of government offices. While it's known that many countries use computers to collect critical intel, this operation was traced to 3 provinces in China and a company in California. It's unknown whether this was the work of the Chinese government, a private party, or some professional hacker citizens. Whoever they are, with the ability to remotely activate cameras and audio record conversations, they have surely come upon some juicy information. Other nosy individuals may have stumbled upon shocking government secrets as well. Hacker Gary McKinnon infiltrated NASA's website defenses in 2002, an action that put him in danger of a 70-year prison sentence and fines up to $2 million. He has made several bold claims about what he found. These include documents on alien spacecraft, anti-gravity technology, and zero-point energy. He also mentions the Disclosure Project, which supposedly contains 400 testimonials from individuals who discuss things taken from the ships of aliens. Apparently, NASA even has an area called Building 8 at the Johnson Space Center that airbrushes out spaceships from captured satellite images. Though some believe the only reason McKinnon has made such claims is to divert the focus away from his actions. Others question whether or not what he says could be true. Now, in part 1, we mentioned the deep web, the dark web, and the Marianas web, but some believe these levels go much further. In this case, after the Marianas web, labeled as level 5, come the even more mysterious levels of 6 through 8. Though level 6 is considered merely an intermediary level that takes people one step closer to level 7. In other words, little to nothing is actually known about it, except that it's there, at least in theory, and it's the last step before things get wicked scary. Also, it's supposedly the last layer of the web you can access before you need quantum computing, though some claim it's needed even to get to the Marianas web. In other words, without the right technology, you might as well accept that you'll never reach very deep. Now, you might be wondering what on earth quantum computing even is. As far as we know, the technology behind it is quite new, and at least where the general public is concerned, not readily available yet. Companies including Microsoft, IBM, Intel, and Google are currently working on perfecting it, which they estimate may take some time, or up to 10 years. The effort will be worth it. A quantum computer has the ability to exponentially outperform a regular computer by using qubits for its data and not the binary bits of your normal PC. This means that it can process information at a much faster pace, as well as successfully take on the most complicated of problems. But again, this technology, as far as we are aware, is not yet capable of this. For those who have what it takes, if such technology is in operation at a high enough level somewhere in existence, they and they alone can journey both up to and beyond level 6. Who these people would be and how they would get this type of technology while it's still in development everywhere else is yet another unsolved mystery. Whoever they are, with the use of advanced computers, they can supposedly reach level 7, or at the level of fog and virus soup, though really it should be named something more along the lines of vomit and diarrhea, as everyone at this point is frantically spewing out gobs and gobs of code. It is here that all men and women are trying to find a way to the next level and simultaneously working to destroy each other to prevent anyone from getting there first. Finally comes the last and deepest, darkest level of the internet that everyone at the prior level is desperately attempting to enter, or level 8. This is the Primarch system and is considered what completely controls the internet. It's not run by any group or the government, and no one knows enough to even describe what exactly it is. Its existence was first discovered in the 2000s, and though it fails to respond to those attempting to contact it, some claim that every now and then it has randomly sent out commands. These are then broadcast across the internet. Those more in the know than others claim that the Primarch system is flat out inaccessible due to an unbreakable level 17 quantum TR001 level function lock. Whatever in the world that is. However, The missing link may be that while a normal computer would fail to break it, the lock is something that could be solved with quantum technology and a programmer with all the right skills. We at the Infographics show, you may or may not be surprised to find out, have absolutely no access to these or most of the previous mentioned levels. We're quite happy staying at the first levels of the web, where we feel safe and there's little that is scary. But while we don't know if they truly exist and we were unable to find any real evidence to confirm their existence, they're quite weird to think about, and we do enjoy a good mystery. What are the creepiest unsolved internet mysteries that you know of? Let us know in the comments. Also, be sure to check out our other video called Weirdest Unsolved Internet Mysteries Part 1. Thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.